Hey guys, it's Nate, and today I'm going to be showing you 3 tips that you can use to get bigger biceps. Now before I start this video, I just want to give you a quick disclaimer. I just want to let you guys know that this is just an advice video. This is coming from my own personal experience training in the gym, as well as this video is also for beginners. So if you are an intermediate to advanced lifter, then this is not going to be the video for you. So you guys can click away. But if you're a beginner and you want to learn how to build bigger biceps, then this video is perfect for you. Okay, so this video was spurred on from my most recent trip to the gym. I have been training for quite some time. I do train regularly, 5 days a week. And I love staying physically active, and I'm a gym rat basically. So I go to the gym a lot, I see a lot of things, and what I most commonly see are people that are constantly going to the gym, but are getting little results. And they still have no idea what they're doing, even after months or even years of training. You'll notice that these people go all the time, but they're not making any results, any progress or gains as they're referred to nowadays. So let's face it guys, we all go to the gym to get results, to progress, to better ourselves. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you 3 tips that I think are really gonna help you build your biceps specifically. So I'm gonna be trying to explain this in the most simple of terms. Now I've watched a lot of exercise YouTube videos, and sometimes I feel like they overcomplicate the message that they're trying to get across. So I'm gonna keep it very, very simple so that you guys can watch this, get the benefit of watching this video without trying to work out, all the anatomical positioning and the muscle groups. We're gonna keep it very simple. However, if you guys do have any questions in regards to this video and I haven't covered it, don't hesitate to leave it in the comments section and I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. Okay guys, so for this particular video, I'm going to be using the dumbbell alternating curl as the exercise to show these tips off. I feel like this is a staple exercise that really should be in your bicep regime, as well as a lot of these tips will translate into other bicep exercises. So this is the dumbbell alternating bicep curl now. As you can see, this exercise does involve a twist in it that is going to better activate the muscles. And like I said, it is a staple exercise. Okay guys, so tip number 1, you want to choose a suitable weight. Now, this can be on either end of the spectrum. You can either choose a weight that's too light or too heavy, but either way, you're not going to be making the results and progress that you're looking for to build bigger biceps. So what you need to do is be honest with yourself and pick a weight that is going to allow you to perform as many reps as you'd like for that particular set. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to stimulate the muscle to promote growth. Now, if you're using a weight that's too light, you're going to get used to the weight, you're not going to be progressing, you're not going to be using as many muscle fibers, and you're not going to get results that way. But if you pick a weight that's too heavy, you're not going to be able to perform the exercise properly, and in turn, you're not going to be able to stimulate muscle fibers in the same kind of way. So guys, be very diligent with what weights you're actually using. A good way to do this is to track the weights that you have been using and then steadily progress as you go along. So please guys, do not get stuck in that whole show pony, show off, or that whole stigma that if you're not lifting heavy, you're not gonna get any results. What you're trying to do here, like I said, is stimulate the muscle. So use a weight that is adequate for that exercise. Tip number 2 is kind of a funny one, but it's make sure you're actually using your bicep. So the dumbbell curl or the alternating dumbbell bicep curl is an isolation movement. So let's just make sure we don't swing around the weight and that we actually just use the bicep. Let's take the body out of the equation and let's just focus on the gunshot. You want to be sure to keep the elbows tucked into your body nice and tight, and you want to be moving the weight at a nice steady tempo. You want to make sure to squeeze the bicep at the top of the motion, and then when you bring it down, you want to bring it down with actual control. Okay, so we want control on the upward phase of the motion and the downward phase of the motion. What we're trying to do guys is we're really trying to keep all of the tension on the muscle, on the bicep only, so we know that that is the muscle that we are stimulating and trying to grow. Now, tip number 2 does refer to tip number 1, if you can't perform it with correct form, that's telling you that the weight's too heavy. You need to regress, go backwards, pick a weight that is suitable. So tip number 1 and tip number 2 really do go hand in hand. Okay guys, so the final tip I'm going to share with you, tip number 3, is all about wrist positioning. Now, it may sound kind of funny, but I see this as something that is overlooked all the time when it comes to any kind of bicep curl, even some back exercises, is the positioning of your wrist. Now, you want to make sure that whilst you're doing your curl, that your wrist stays in a fairly neutral position. So you're going to see here, whilst I'm performing this exercise, is that I'm making sure that my wrist doesn't flex up or doesn't flex too far down, but is in a neutral position. Now what this is going to do is enable you to work the bicep through better range, as well as help contract it properly, as well as protect your wrists from injury. So I know a lot of guys that, you know, weren't really doing their form properly and they were just doing whatever they thought was right, and they now have issues in their forearms with their forearm muscles, and they're not able to lift heavy anymore because it causes pain. Now, when you can't lift optimally, you can't progress, which means you can't get bigger biceps or you can't make improvements. And again, that is just basically a setback. So watch what I'm doing here in this example is watch my wrists, watch how it allows me to contract my muscle. Okay guys, so that's the video. They are 3 tips to help you get bigger biceps. I hope you guys found this video helpful, especially the beginners out there. Guys, don't forget to comment if you have any questions. Like I said earlier, if there were some things that you want to know a little bit more about, leave that in the comment section. As well, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you want me to do other videos about maybe triceps or shoulders or any other exercise related videos, leave that also in the comment section. Also guys, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.